So glad you could join us again. I am with Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a James Beard Award nominee. The group includes down in Merrifield, you've got a Red Apron and B-Side, and then up in North Bethesda, Owen's Ordinary. Greg, it is always good to see you.
You too, buddy.
What do we have on tap this week?
So this week we have an incredibly fresh offering from our friends at the Vale Brewing Company down in Richmond, Virginia, one of the best breweries, obviously, in our local market, the Mid-Atlantic.
I'm going to throw the country
States.
in,
yeah,
too. I mean, I haven't been everywhere in the country, but anyway.
But their beers are
very
just
good.
consistently remarkable, delicious, focused flavors, and the quality is just off the charts. And there's quite a few brewers who've gotten into the can game. Lots of them are producing, a rotating string of hop-forward beers. But for my money right now, the Vale are they're consistently just the most impressive. So,
and this is, did
this
you already
is,
mention?
Sorry, yeah, no,
because I cut you off all the time.
No, this is Red Miata. So one
Miata.
of their newest offerings. Let's taste it, and then I'll tell you about the beer and the series, the Miata, the car series, and the colors series.
Thank goodness my allergy thing cleared up that I had earlier this week.
Yeah. It's incredible. So Red Miata is, generally speaking, the Vale specializes in these hazy, juicy, a little bit sweet, slightly bitter, really balanced IPAs that are just teeming with tropical fruit aromatics. No dank flavors, no earthy, funky, green flavors like you find in a lot of West Coast IPAs. Not bone dry, not bitter. Full and lush on the palate, robust, juicy, soft, delicious. This is called Red Miata. So they have this car series, which is a cool way to indicate the different intensities or levels of the beers. So Miata is the IPA, and that's what this is, 6% alcohol. If you see Miata,
that's a Mazda.
Yeah,
that's a Mazda, 6%. No.
You'll see that, you'll know that that's the IPA. The next one up is the Ferrari. That's the double IPA, typically around 8%, 8.5%. And then they have Bugatti, which is the triple IPA. The other thing that they're doing now, which is really, really cool, is they have different colors. So Red Miata indicates Galaxy hops, as well as Mosaic. If you see white, Miata, Ferrari, Bugatti, that's Galaxy and Citra. And then new to us is green, whether it's Miata, Ferrari, Bugatti, that's going to be Galaxy and Simcoe. So all of these have Galaxy with a different accompanying hop and a different level. I love this, the Miata, Red Miata, Galaxy, Mosaic, 6% alcohol, and just fantastic.
And
fantastic
the Ford Pinto is a 2% Goza.
That's a table beer, right, yeah.
Look up Ford Pinto, younger viewers. It's very good.
They have a telltale yeast character that is just unbelievable. You can tell it's in each of their beers. It plays so nicely with the hops. Galaxy is known for that passion fruit, white wine, tropical character. Mosaic's got it all, berry fruit, mango, pineapple, a little bit of pine. Really, really fantastic.
Yeah, they do amazing stuff. There's something in the finish I really like. I can't really pinpoint what that is. Is that the grain, the yeast character?
Actually, it's malt. So the Vale, like some of these juicier New England style hazy IPAs can have like almost no bitterness at all. And they're almost just too sweet on the palate. The Vale gets a really nice touch of bitterness that I find like interacts beautifully with the malt sweetness and a little bit of the alcohol in the finish. I think that's the interplay you're catching.
My opinion is only one of millions, but the Vale is number one on my list to go visit. And
it's an amazing place.
It's close in Richmond, and I love Richmond, so
they just announced a second. So they've been around since April 16. They just celebrated their second anniversary, so happy birthday to them.
Just 2 years.
I know, it's crazy. Seems like a lot longer with the impact they've had. 2 years, and they just announced plans to open a second tap room in South Richmond in a mixed-use space with some apartments and other retail and restaurants and things like that. So keep an eye out for that, and I'm sure they have a lot more coming up.
Fabulous. Now, this is not overly bitter at all. What would you pair it with?
Great tropical fruit flavors. Makes me think of like the old tiki idea. So you could do this with some grilled shrimp, teriyaki skewers, classic Chinese food. I think like you can imagine doing the sweet fruit in this with kung pao chicken, lo mein, fried rice. But also, you know, once upon a time we used to talk about IPAs with dessert, believe it or not. And the classic pairing was like IPA with carrot cake, which especially for 90-minute IPA from Dogfish Head is an amazing classic combo. This beer is fantastic with desserts. You could do this just with like some really great artisan vanilla bean ice cream. It's great with like coconut cream pie, lemon meringue, creme brulee. That sweetness and the fruit character, I think, is really cool.
All right, thank you, Vale. Thank you, Greg. And everyone, please always do drink responsibly and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another Beer of the Week.